I had the opportunity to talk to interior designer Tanya Nayak. Tanya is one of the owners and the interior designer of this popular local restaurant. Yellow Door has 3 locations. I met Tanya at their newest spot in Mission Hill. So Tanya, it's so nice to be in this restaurant. Oh my goodness. And when I walked in, the vibe.
I was just gonna say the vibe. Do you feel the vibe in here?
And then I took a peek at the menu. The menu is crazy. I mean, that's not just taco. That's taco on
art.
Steroids.
Yeah, it's taco art, exactly.
Taco art, exactly. I mean, the amount of different kinds was incredible.
Yeah,
I can't wait to taste them.
We love it here. I mean, the whole concept originally from the first Yellow Door was, with my husband, he tends to want to open places that are things that he's interested in at that time.
Okay.
Like one of the first places he opened was a pool hall called Felt, and he did it because he liked playing pool. So then he was like, you know what, I really like tacos. And I'm like, but you're Irish. Doesn't matter.
Well, that's awesome. It's manifesting, you know, what you're interested in. I mean, my career is based on things I'm interested in too. So I think that's a great place to start.
Right. Well, if you're passionate about it, then it can only do well, right?
Yeah. I mean, just imagine if all people started with that. Like,
Yes.
here's what I love.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Right.
So you all co-own it with
Yeah.
Colleen, your
Yes,
manager.
that's right.
And
Well, she's
more than a manager.
just a manager for sure.
Yeah. So how long has this restaurant, because this is the third of the taco restaurants, right, of the Yellow Door?
Yes, yeah, this is our third one. This has been open now about 6 months, so it's hot off the press, brand new. We try to create a space that has a similar vibe, but its own unique touch for the actual neighborhood that it's in.
Right, because one's in Mission Hill, one's in Dorchester,
Right.
and where's the third one?
South End.
South End.
Right in Ink Block.
So you take a little bit of that personality and you kind of work with it and fuse it in your design.
Right, like some of the common threads that you'll see throughout all the Yellow Doors is that we have this giant neon sign that says liquor.
Yep.
We have.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
We have
There's 2 giant neon
That's
signs.
right. The other one says Taqueria with a big arrow kind of pointing, just in case you
Just in case you
missed
get lost
it.
your way. Liquor's
Right.
here.
And then we also have a letter board where we come up with these quirky little sayings, and they're really great for social media. People love them, and they are hysterical.
Yeah, I love those signs. And they're so snarky. And I just
And
think
spot
that they're awesome. Yeah,
Right.
They're great. And that's just fun. I think that's just a fun element.
Well, and that's the whole thing is every person that's entering the space, whether you work here or you're just coming in for a taco or a drink, is having fun.
Yeah.
It's the whole point. It's a restaurant. We want it to have a vibe and an energy. And I love that you said that you felt the vibe just walking in, even without the music and without a sip of tequila.
Yeah, exactly.
You're feeling the vibe.
No, I totally did. And I really appreciated the design elements. So I would love to go to the other 2 and compare also,
Sure.
because I know they have commonality, but they have uniqueness too. But the walls look like they're copper, like an aged copper. Is that a paint treatment?
The paint actually has real copper in it, which is
cool.
interesting. So it patinas, and then you have to stop the process. We have an incredible muralist, Mark Grundig, who does the faux finishes for us. He is so amazing and can make anything look like anything it's not, whatever you want it to be. But he does this treatment where it actually oxidizes, and then you stop it at the level where it's done.
Wow. Oh, okay. That gives me a new appreciation for that there's actually copper in the paint. Now, did he also do the hand-painted mural?
So the hand-painted mural, which we love.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I mean, real impact.
Right. Her name is Sam Malpass. So her handle, her name on Instagram is Bad Way Creative. We wanted Sam for that mural as you enter Yellow Door, and there's an end point. It's a long, narrow space.
Yeah.
So what's going to draw our guests right to the back?
Yeah.
What typically happens, and with us when we design restaurants, is that you try to find the least desirable spot and make it the most desirable spot. And that's exactly what we did by bringing her in with that mural.
Savvy. Well, I did notice that, and I did want to actually go and investigate that as the first thing I came in.
We will.
Yeah. So the woven light fixtures, I think, are beautiful and warm and add a lot of texture.
Yeah.
And tell me about them.
Well, that was a newer development for this third one. And the other ones, we actually have a chain chandelier. So the original one has a chain chandelier. The ink block version also has a chandelier that is chain. Here, Colleen and Brian and the team, they really wanted to add a little bit more of like let's call it a Tulum type of vibe, you know, bringing in Mexico with the raw elements, you know, the wicker and things like that.
Yeah, and the flowers too. I noticed the birds of paradise and, and the big, like, colorful bouquet of Mexico color.
Right. And we're in New England, so we're lucky to get a couple of months of warm weather. So we can bring that heat all year round. We're going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, just tell me about some of the other elements in here. The bathrooms. I did take a peek at the bathrooms.
They're fun.
Oh my gosh, all different. The monkey and
the
parrots and
wallpapers.
the wallpapers are awesome.
I mean, bathrooms become one of the big selfie spots in a lot of restaurants, so we try to make them selfie worthy. You know?
Is that true?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So in Dorchester, we have a huge mural of a luchador, right? So that one's just really fun. In Ink Block, we recreated a famous mural that you'll see all over New York and in Mexico, and it's like a repeated spray paint hearts. So that's super fun, and they're all different color themes per bathroom. And then in here at Mission Hill, we have these wild wall coverings. And of course, the lighting is so important.
Right.
If you're taking a selfie, you better have good light.
Oh, so you were thinking of that ahead of time.
Of course, yeah.
And I love the exposed brick in one of them.
Oh yeah, we're also using the elements of the building.
Yeah.
A lot of these properties that we're working with are old buildings.
Yes.
So whenever you can find something that adds character, don't cover it up.
Right, exactly.
Just expose it and embrace it. So we try to do that a lot, you know.
And so this isn't the only restaurant you've done, is your family-owned restaurant, your family friend-owned restaurant. This is, you have designed a lot of restaurants.
Yes, for over 13 years, I was, and still am, a designer on Restaurant Impossible on Food Network. So I work with Chef Robert Irvine. And then in addition to that, I've had my design firm, Tanya Nayak Design, for almost 20 years. We're just approaching 20 years now, and we've probably done another couple of hundred restaurants within my business. So we do a lot of Ruth's Chris Steakhouses all across the country. We work with Joe Farrow with the Tuscan Group. So we've done Tuscan Village, the Marketplace, Sea Grill in Newburyport. I mean, the list goes on and on.
But you do residential also.
We do. But with that said, we don't do a lot of residential, and we do them when we really feel like it's a good fit. So I'm not actively doing a ton of residential projects. So if you're a residential client of mine, you're really special, because we really are picky about that.
And also when you do restaurants, you can go visit that all the time and be surrounded by the beauty that you've created.
Yeah, and I will tell you, people like Dane are amazing at what they do. It is a real skill to be able to work with a client on their home. And he does that every day, day in and day out. Like, that's his mainstay, and I commend him for it. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful to have been able to chat with you in the midst of your busy schedule. And I'm grateful to be able to share a meal.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do it, sister.
Do
Let's
it.
get our
Thank
cocktail
you.
on.
Thank you.